on some content. Basically, this is a top-of-the-line competitor OLED. So 2016 model versus 2016 model. These models will actually, I know, these models will actually compete in the market. A few things before I start. This retails at $8,999. I know because I use my Amex to buy it. And this retails for $5,999. So there's a $3,000 difference between the TVs. Another thing, this is 1,000 nits peak brightness. So you may have to remember that for some quiz to win a TV. I don't know. But
1,000
this
or
is
10,000?
1,000 nits. 10,000 would be like a spotlight on a Navy destroyer. This TV is 500 nits. So we have technically twice as much light that comes out of our TV. And as we talked about HDR, it's all about that brightness and color reproduction. So twice the amount of brightness, you also get more color there as well, and you're going to see that. So the first bit of content that we're going to play is something that you guys would perhaps watch at home. So we're going to play some golf. And I'm just going to start again. With this, because we are very skeptical, I'm just going to do two things. One, I'm going to reset the picture settings on their shot front setting, which is vivid. It's their most colorful, bright setting for shot front. And then I'm going to make sure that it is, in fact, in vivid. So with vivid picture mode setting, you'll see the OLED light is at 100. So as bright as it can get. And then we're just going to reset that. And then I'm just going to go back in and make sure that the picture is on vivid. Alright. So you can be satisfied that we haven't monkeyed around with any of these settings. It's exactly as it should be at shot front. I'll do the same with ours, just for fairness and comparison. Picture, it's in picture mode vivid, so it's as bright and as colourful as we get as well. Yeah, it is a source of frustration. Alright, so I'm just going to try and line these two bits of footage up. Am I close? Close. Which one's ahead? There we go. Alright. So the first thing that you'll notice is if you have more color, it's more brightness. So if you have a look at the detail in the forest there, you get way more detail, you get way more color. And specifically in the detail in the shadows, we've got much more. You can actually see the greenery there. Another thing, motion. So if you have a look at our competitor, they're sort of juddery, whilst we've got really nice smooth motion. And that's with our motion flow technology, so we can flicker the panel effectively. Again, you can see the difference in color, the difference in the whites and the brightness there. You can see we're twice as bright quite easily. So you can see the difference in the color reproduction there quite easily. So that's the first demo. What we're going to do now is we're just going to switch across. Might make you a bit hungry. It's our sushi demo. Pretty close. So because we're a pure RGB panel, we can show really good color reproduction. The competitor uses an RGBW panel, so it'll look much cooler, a lot more blue, as you can tell with the rice there.
So is there a reason why you go with
One of the things is cost, but brightness is another concern. So HDR is all about brightness. So with traditional LCD LED panels, you can get like this size. So we showed a prototype at CES, which is 4,000 nits, so it's 4 times brighter than this TV, and just amazing color reproduction, which you simply can't get from an OLED panel. The other problem with OLED is the lifespan of the OLED as well. So the blue subpixel only lasts about 10 per time. Which means that you have to do really tricky things like RGB plus the white subpixel. When you're showing white, you're actually not turning on the full color gamut, which results in a very cool bluish looking panel. You can see the difference in the skin tone there. So it doesn't give you pure color reproduction. And you'll see here, especially with a lot of our blacks, and our new slim backlight drive, we can actually show really effective blacks with the LCD technology as well.
Can you just explain why there's the juddering on the competitor TV?
So we have quite a lot of image processing technology. We've got a dedicated X1 chip, and we also have an XV81 chip which does all of the HEVC and VP9 encoding.
And this is a very high bitrate file, which is why this other TV is struggling.
Yeah, so we got about 80 megabit a second on this file for HEVC. So very high bit rate. You can see that it's not a problem for our TV at all.
So, excuse me, how's the video being fed to that versus that? Because
so this is, as you can see, if you bend down a bit, you can see the hard drive, and that's going straight into the USB 3 port. So it's not an issue yet.
And USB 3 on that?
Correct. And so you can see again our black levels here as well. Very, very competitive. One last demo. Well, this actually has pretty good greens as well. But I'm actually just going to go a bit of a brightness test because we haven't had a look at really bright scenes. So this is a brightness test, so as bright as you can get on content.
Oh yeah, would it turn the brightness up on that one, not just the OLED background?
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys asked for it, so... play Wolf now, so...
Should have had that to begin with.
It's so bright now.
Why did you not use that to begin with?
Why is it not the practice?
Can I change it back now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm more than happy for you guys to play around with it and trying to get it look as good as our TV. I have no qualms with you guys having to play around with settings.
For a TV that costs $3,000 more than our TV now.
Like two TVs.
Is it good set?
feel free to ask any questions to me while this is playing.
In terms of the HDR standard, do you support Dolby Vision or is it just HDR10?
Currently, with Dolby Vision, you actually need a chip inside the TVs to play it. So our TVs will not have that installed in the hardware. And currently we support the most open source format, which is HDR10. That's supported by YouTube, Amazon, and Netflix. Netflix has already released it. So that's what the industry is going with, and that's what's been ratified by the UHD Premium and Open Society. So that's what we've gone with as well. And as you can see, our colour reproduction is far better than our competition.